It's an invisible potato in an invisible slingshot.
Where, Eddy?
Don't blink.
Hello everybody, I'm cocoa.cosmos, and in this video, we're gonna take a look at Eddy from Ed, Edd n Eddy. From his scheming to his life of the party attitude, this is what makes the head honcho himself. Let's go. He's just a money-hungry, short, angry little guy. He's very similar to Mr. Krabs in his money makes the world go round mentality. Or even Jonesy from 16, to where he'll do anything to get a buck, including his many failed scams. One in which he was so certain that it would work if he just tweaked it a little. He's always had one goal, and that's to get a sweet, succulent jawbreaker. Popularity is also something that's important to him, as we can see throughout the series, whether he's trying to seem cooler by talking about his big brother.
Brother showed me how to make it before he went away.
More on that later. Or trying to impress the ladies. He just knows everyone hates to love him. And whenever that bubble is popped, which is often, he says they're just jealous. Now, if I were to, I don't know, do a deep dive into him, we can easily see his insecurities seeping through. The long and short of it is, he's afraid to be disliked. But it's all he's ever known, besides his two best friends that stick beside him no matter what.
Something's really messed up here. They're all being nice. Too nice. Feels like they're setting me up for something.
As foreign as it may sound to you, it's called acceptance, Carl.
He has a constant need for attention, and he very much has an inferiority complex. His grades aren't the best, but if he put his mind to it, they could improve. But honestly, school isn't for everybody. He's super creative, and actually has a decent personality besides his scheming ways, his bad temper, and arrogance, but honestly, that's like the perfect combination for a future CEO. He's got his two best pals, Ed and Double D, and the three are always getting into some sort of shenanigan of the week. Much to Double D's chagrin, they take from cradle to grave seriously. He sometimes gets along with some of the neighborhood kids depending on the day, but he's mostly an outcast due to his numerous scams. The only two he's neutral with is Johnny 2x4 and Rolf. Until the end of the Big Picture show, where everyone starts to love the Eds, but turn on Johnny because he was late to the party. And now we've approached the section you've been waiting for. Now, for anybody who's seen the Big Picture show, I'm assuming you've already watched the series and that's why you're here, it's pretty clear Eddy doesn't have the best home life. The only time we see an inkling of a parental figure, they're either bribing him or about to punish him. And of course, he's always talked about how cool and protective his older brother was.
My brother said I could have it when I turned 14.
There was even an episode where Eddy took over the cul-de-sac by telling everyone his big bro was coming to visit, and threatening to tell him that he was getting bullied. This spooked the neighborhood kids, obviously, so they did his bidding, except for Jimmy and Sarah, who didn't care. Eddy wanted what he thought was respect from everyone, but really, it was fear. This should have told us everything we needed to know about that man. The episode where the Eds are babysitting Jimmy could have also given us hints with the way Eddy treated Jimmy during the dodgeball incident. And whatever Eddy showed Ed and Double D his brother's room. His brother moved out, presumably forever ago, to live in a trailer on an amusement park lot. So why was Eddy so afraid of him finding out that he and his friends messed up his room? When we finally see Eddy's brother on screen, the entire mood shifts incredibly. Everything was fun and games, and the years of build-up was finally coming to an end. But this is definitely not what was expected. His brother was an abusive piece of shit. Like, there's no nice way to say that. Even the kids that followed him all the way there to beat him up actually felt sorry for him. Him getting his comeuppance was super satisfying. And truly, Ed and Double D Sockhead are the closest thing Eddy has to family. But at least now he has some new friends. But I want to know y'all's thoughts. Do you feel bad for Eddy? Who should I analyze next? Let me know in the comments below. cocoa.cosmos out.